Hi and welcome to this week's Intuition Insight for week of the 1st of April 2024, and I can assure you this is not an April's Fool. I do this every week. I share an intuition insight to help people stay connected to their intuition for the week ahead if they're into that kind of thing, and if you're not, this is a nice, gentle, easy way to see if it is for you. I'm Ruth Ann Richards, creator of The Intuition Connection, author of Reclaim Your Intuition. I believe that when more of us are listening to intuition, acting from a place of intuition, our life gets easier and we feel more empowered, and we each help make the world a better place. And I think more and more of us are being called to do this now. So if you're feeling stuck, something's not quite right, you're not doing what you think you were put on this earth to do, it's probably because you need to listen into your intuition. So this week's Intuition Insight, as usual, is from my own oracle, which is called Reclaim Your Intuition. I'm consistent. And this week's message is connections. So before you rush off and start making loads of new connections, this message is about being discerning with who you connect with. Now, we live in times at the moment where people are at polar extremes, and we are losing the ability to come in the middle and have frank, open, honest discussions and share views, and to understand how other people get to their views, and for other people to understand how we get to our views. So we tend to make connections based on people who are like us, who are like-hearted or like-minded. And those who don't share our values, we kind of just, avoid. Now, sometimes we have to do that to protect our own psychological health, our mental health, our emotional health, that we can't be around certain people because their views are so opposite to ours. It just causes anxiety, frustration, or worry, or anger. But there's also some value in knowing people who may be like-hearted but don't have all the values that you do. For some of us, we can't just sit in that space all the time. We have to sometimes reach out and start a conversation. Now, that doesn't say that you have to do that this week. This is never about predicting the future. This is an insight to say to you, this week, think about the connections that you have. Are there some connections that kind of are drifting away and you need to put less effort into because, it's drifting for the other person as well, and you've kind of lost contact? Is it time to let it go? Be grateful for what that brought you and allow it to move on. If you've made some new connections recently and they're not quite on your wavelength, it may be the time, if you're up to it, to say, let's have a chat. There are some things that, I find, you believe that are different to what I believe, or different values. Are you open to have a chat about that? And we can share what each believes and why we believe that. Now, not everyone's going to be able to do that. Many of you will still need to protect the space. So it's about being discerning about the connections you make this week. Or be discerning about the communications and interactions you have with connections this week. Now, connections can be anybody who has any kind of connection to you. It could be a family member or any relation. It could be a close friend, it could be a not so close friend, it could be acquaintances, associates, it could be business colleagues, people you know at work, people you come across in your networking if you work for yourself. A connection is anyone kind of who has some link to you for some reason. So pay attention this week to who are you around and how you are responding. Because if you're just responding, I don't want to talk to this person, we're so different, we never get on, notice that, sit with it, and see if you're able to have a conversation, because we can't rely on kind of leaders and politicians and everyone else to show us how to do this in the world anymore, because it's not happening. But we can do that in our daily lives should we choose to do it, and should you feel up to doing it. And if you don't, that's okay. This is not you must do this. This is just asking you, the universe is asking you to pay attention to the interactions you have with your connection this week, and to be discerning about having the people around you that you need right now, because sometimes you need people around you who can teach you something or show you something. So wishing you a wonderful week. It sounds really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what my week holds for me this week, and I'll be back next week with another Intuition Insight. And if you like oracle cards and if you dabble with them, then stay tuned, because in a moment I'm going to tell you about my course that I'm running again to uplevel your oracle readings. Do you dabble with oracle cards but you don't really fully know how to use them, get the most out of them, or you feel like the messages that you get just don't have meaning for you, or you don't understand them, and you'd like to be a little bit more proficient at doing that? Well, I may be the person to help you. My course, 3 weeks to uplevel your oracle readings, is running this April. I've not done it for a little while, not sure why, but that's okay. It's 4 participants per course, and over 3 Saturdays on the 13th, 20th and 27th of April via Zoom, I'm going to take you through how you can connect to an oracle deck, what intuition means to you and how you use your intuition with your oracle deck and the otherworldly. So how connecting with the otherworldly can help bring you more meaningful messages through your oracle, and just to have how to have some fun with it, how to do some easy, straightforward readings, and to give you practice so you can find the meaning in the messages for you, so you don't have to rely on the guidebook. It's £165 per person. As I said, it's 4 people per course. And if you are interested, the next step is easy. Give me a call, drop me an email, and I can call you back. And my information will be around this video somewhere. So get in touch if you're interested. We can have a chat and see if it's for you. And I know I'm still in contact with the people who did this course when I did it, and they've had some amazing insights. They continue to use the oracle and connect with the universe. So it's something that will take you forward beyond the 3 weeks of the course. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye.